At home decided to watch some TV, listening to the news by Gordon Mosley. And listening to the things that he say he tracking tonight, paying close attention to make sure I hear it right. But when I hear the things that he mentioned on the news, I had to declare, them kind of thing got me confused. I hear some things where the ERC noticing, and it convinced people that people ain't learning nothing. We hear so many times about them big name calling, and they say ERC pretend that they didn't learn nothing. But once you're black, and you just decide to say a word or two, bet your life on that, they say ERC coming for you. Listen to the things you just hear on social media. Only one set of people allowed to talk in one Guyana. I still say nothing, black people in learning. But this is my concern. I hope one day black people will learn. ERC that I would like to know, if any of its members happens to be black people. And if that is the case, I want them to answer this call. Tell me how come none of them ain't got no voice at all. You're showing signs of weakness and you're afraid to be fair, and we see the same thing happening year after year. And the day will come when all this nonsense will stop. That will be the day when black people decide to wake up. Not so long ago, something terrible happened. This young Indian man want to kill out all black people by poison. But if his shoes was on the other foot, would have been a big threat. But up to this day, this ERC can do nothing as yet. How come it's only black people committing cybercrime? When pretty on social media fussing people all the time, I still say black people in learning. But one day will come when the entire table will turn. Excuse we see they fail to condemn, because these people think that the law is only for them. And anybody else who decide to file a complaint, they go call you a racist and don't want to hear nothing. Plenty complaint from time to time has been brought to their attention, but because of this one-sided cybercrime, it's why they don't show any concern. There's only one set of people that they really care about, and black people must take the abuse and shut them out. Kidaki Amsterdam went to court just recently for an issue that was highlighted by the same ERC. And with breakneck speed, the police decide to jump on his case. Without a search warrant, they went and search up the man's place. Let us all agree that black people under attack. Different laws for you and me just because we black. are still singing. Black people in London. To all my black friends, we must put a stop to all this nonsense. Cybercrime laws to keep people silent, just to make sure nobody criticize this government. And while that is a very clear case of dictatorship, it is no surprise that the ERC ignoring it. Why only the chosen few is allowed to have things their way, when people like me and you must have nothing to say? And when ministers in the government start to launch their attack, you never hear this ERC come out and talk about that. They send a policeman all the way to New York. This fella went up there to serve a customer on Rick Park. Under this this government decide to fabricate a case, but like they forget the warning they get from Black T-shirt jails. The vice president is that he use as a low life. Because of this kind of abuse, he don't have a wife. I still singing. Black people in learning. Just the other day, I hope your man see help is on the way.
All right, so today we are here at Club Twilight up in Buxton, and we are here to talk about all that's going on up here. Trust me, if you are on the East Coast, you're in Buxton, you're in town, you're looking for a place to get away to, this is the place. The Cutters, mwah. Listen, I'll be having some just now again. We'll talk about that. And then, of course, the ambience is beautiful, fully air conditioned. The decor is on point. The music's on point. Everything's on point. It's just me. I need some work. But everything else that belongs to this club here is on point. So if you want to find a nice little place where you can just drive out of town and have some drinks, have some food, you can call, you can order your stuff and just take it. You don't have to stay. Or if you want to stay here, that's what's up. And of course, they have special events for Valentine's. You can rent a hall. You can rent a hall, honey. You can rent a hall for weddings, for birthday parties, to have a bash. I hope he edits that out. But you know, whatever it is, this is definitely the place to be. So it's on Sideline Dam. You definitely want to ensure that you check this place out. Put this on your to-do list. All right, on your to-do list. This is definitely the place to check out, you know, a really cool, chill spot here in Buxton. I like this. This is, Buxton needed this. We needed this. I needed this. You definitely needed too. Thank you. All right, so you might be wondering where we are. Still in Buxton at Club Twilight. That's where we are. So Club Twilight also has like an Airbnb as well. So you could come, drink, drunk, and come in the back here and lie down. Look at that. Look at that. Perfection. And the people come in the room and so on. The bed sheet matching the blind, matching the carpet, matching the this, matching the that. We know but we things in Buxton don't play with we. So definitely if you want to come and you know you may be having a wedding or whatever and you just want to overnight and just have a good time because you're going to be drunk, we got too much road accidents. So you definitely want to come drink, have a good time. They have several rooms that you can rent. You have your toilet, you have your bath, you have your sink, you have your dining area, you have the pet. This is nice. I like it. Anyways, to my friends and my family, if you're looking for me, I'll be overnighting. Also, for those persons who are traveling in from overseas, you want a nice, cozy place out of town, then Club Twilight, call them up, look them up on social media. They have their own Facebook page, and ensure that you come up the side and have a good time. Have a good time. Have a good time. Sorry, I'm sorry. That's it.
Don't be a victim. Beat the heat with EC Crystals. Party ice in large and small quantities. Call 682-7981 or visit us at Club Twilight, Sideline Dam, Buxton North. EC Crystals, pure party ice.
She said, take it easy, I will do the work. You don't have to wind up yourself. You don't have to wind up yourself. Oh, she said, take it easy, I will do the work. You don't have to.
Stop running around like headless chicken. Go to Ashton's Marketplace for whole and cut chicken, beef, pork, processed meats like bacon, beef franks, smoked ham, ground pork, calabresa, and lots more. Ashton's offers wholesale and retail. Check them out. Call 613-2332 or WhatsApp 434-327-3955. Ashton's Marketplace at 72 Rob Street, Border. Planning a party? Worry no more. We have all the supplies you need. At EC Party Rentals, we have folding chairs, folding tables, square tables, round tables, long tables, short tables, big tables. We have chairs, red chairs, gold chairs, white chairs, crystal chairs, chairs of all type, throne chairs. What you want, we have. Food warmers, coolers, ice, beverages. At EC Party Rentals, we have what you need to have a good time. You plan the party, we do the work. Call us 622-5933. Easy Party Rentals. Let's keep your party going. Are you hosting an event? Do you need ice, party ice in large or small quantities? Then call us at 622-5933 for the best party ice available. $1,000 per bag. We do delivery. EC Crystals, Sideline Dam, Buxton North. Call to have your orders filled today.
You can get meat anywhere, but for the best cuts of chicken, beef, pork, mutton, and lots more, check out T and W Harris Butcher Shop located in the East Rheinveld Market Meat section. Call us on 609-7168, 641-4494. Ask for Rastaman. T and W Harris Butcher Shop for the best in fresh cut meats and lots more.
Are you looking for tents to rent? Well, look no further. At EC Party Rentals, Sideline Dam, Buxton North, we have tents in all sizes and colors. All sizes of tents we have. Small tents, big tents, medium tents, extra large tents. Call us on 622-5933. We have what you need. EC Party Rentals. Big on tents.
She was born in Guyana, and she brave like hell. Her name is Melissa, better known as Nelly Mel. A woman with pride and dignity, she is not afraid of anybody. Raising her voice, always defending democracy. She always finding the time and the courage to come and speak she mind. Always ready to answer your call, cause she ain't afraid of no one at all. So let me stand together and give me support to the sister. So this is no joke.
Morning, are you morning? Morning, are you morning? Welcome to another program of Guyanese Morning Time. I am your host, Kidaki Amsterdam. I don't think there's any point in me asking you how you're doing, because you're not supposed to be doing well. You're supposed to be on a grieving bunch. Not just grieving, but I grieve. Supposed to be angry. It's good to grieve and to mourn your dead. But it is also important to avenge your dead. How you choose to avenge your dead is a matter for you. How you choose to right the wrongs that have been meted out to you is up to you. But the good book tells us that there's a time for everything. Also tells us an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Also tells us that you can turn the other cheek. The choices are all ours. I see they're doing the numbers on the life. Don't care. Message got to get out there anyhow. So y'all could come from left, right, center, up, down, and y'all could interfere with the live and throttle the internet and everything. But the fact is, the truth will always float on top, like oil and water. Y'all share the life. Share the life, y'all. Every one of you, share the life. Share the life.
Who's coming in the driveway?
I see you coming with your bulletproof vest. 3 grenades, 2 knives, 5 guns strapped around your chest. Wanting to move everything from out to your face. With your face so nasty, get your blasty lies and pass me. I am not afraid, I am not afraid, I'm not afraid of you. I am not afraid, I am not afraid, you and your friends them too. I am not afraid, I am not afraid, I'm not afraid of you. I am not afraid, you and your friends them too. Don't try to intimidate me. I'm not a weak heart, you can't scare me. Anything you can do, I can do better than you. I'm not a weak soul, Selassie made me brave and bold. I am not afraid, I am not afraid, I'm not afraid of you. I am not afraid, I am not afraid, you and your friends them too. I am not afraid, I am not afraid, I'm not afraid of you. I am not afraid, I am not afraid, you and your friends them too. Can't walk the street with me herb in peace. Always a fight, always a hide from the peace. Coming with brute force and ignorance. Wanting to jail or kill anything near or in the distance. I am not afraid, I am not afraid, I'm not afraid of you. I am not afraid, I am not afraid, you and your friends them too. I am not afraid, I am not afraid, I'm not afraid of you. I am not afraid, I am not afraid, you and your friends them too. We don't fear man, man is but equal to man. The King of Kings is I and I, only protection. Anywhere he send I've got to go. And this is what I want the wicked them to know. That I am not afraid, I am not afraid, I'm not afraid of you. I am not afraid, I am not afraid, you and your friends them too. I am not afraid, I am not afraid, I'm not afraid of you. I am not afraid, I am not afraid, you and your friends them too. I am not afraid, I am not afraid, I'm not afraid of you. I am not afraid, I'm not afraid, your friends them too, yeah. I am not afraid, I am not afraid, I'm not afraid of you. Want you know, I'm not afraid of you and your friends too, yeah.
Yes, I see a lot of you are asking who the artist is. You believe it's Guyanese, etc., etc. Yes, that's Guyanese. It's firstborn. I don't want you to pay attention to the message. I want you to pay attention to the message. I've said to you before that sometimes I choose music because the reality is I identify with the sentiments of the artists, the creatives. You can't lock me up for playing a song that expresses the way I feel. But you could lock me up for expressing the way I feel. I hope you all get the drift. Because up until now, everything I've said or played this morning represents the way I feel. When I look at Travis Chase's reporting yesterday, most of you would have seen it already, so I really don't think I need to show it. One of the things he pointed out was that there were 15 policemen, or roughly 15 policemen, in a community with about 500 people on the road. With about 500 protesters. Protesting the murder of one of their own a few hours before, let's say about 12 to 20 hours before the murder of Ronaldo Peters. Right? But by the end of the day, Travis Chase and others were reporting the murder of Keon Fortuné, a 32-year-old, a quote-unquote bystander in the protest. Right? So the previous evening, a 21-year-old was murdered by Police Sergeant Kendall, man from number 5152 Quarantine Borbis. A man that, according to the Lindeners, has declared in Linden that he's a Borbis bad man. A man who's just off of suspension and returned to the district. A man who definitely has lied about what transpired on the night when he murdered Ronaldo Peters. And so Lindeners were protesting that morning and calling for justice, like they ought to. 500 plus protesters in that particular community. 15 police on the riot squad, the Guyana police force. At the end of the day, Dan, according to the news, a bystander was reported as murdered by the police. He unfortunately is his correct name. Those are the facts. I want us to examine the facts. Have you heard from the police yet why Dan was murdered? I haven't heard. I haven't heard. But I want to think in my mind that the argument can be that Dan represented a threat or a real threat to the lives of those 15 policemen. Because there's no report that he was armed with anything. There's no report that he attempted to murder any of them. And certainly there is no report of any policeman being murdered. Injured, I understand someone collected a rock. But if you look at the number, 15 policemen versus 500 civilians, and none of the policemen died, it says that the civilians had no intentions of murdering them. At least that's my interpretation. Sparrow said 16 to 1 is murder. And if you have 500, approximately 500 civilians and 15 policemen, you do the math. So a second man was murdered. But no police died. You get time or place, it's not calling time yet. You don't know that? Follow the programmer. Don't just call. No policeman died. And I asked myself, for how much longer are we going to put up with this nonsense? I asked the same question yesterday. And I also predicted yesterday that what will happen is that the big boys going to go to Linden and they're going to give platitudes. Yes, caller. The lines are not open, sir. Are you listening to the program? I told you how the Senate big boys don't go and they're going to give platitudes to the relatives of the deceased, and then the deceased is going to call for peace. And that is what has happened. Because the Guyana Chronicle is telling us that Ali pledges support to grieving Linden families. And the families have urged peace and calm after expressing confidence in the investigation that Ali has promised them. I keep saying, you got to be in a state of madness to be doing the same thing over and over and expect a different result. Every time a black youth gets murdered by the police, officialdom steps in. Give your platitudes and your call for peace. Is that a value of the lives of your people? Is that what they were thinking when they went out there to protest the murder of one of their own? That we must call for peace. That peace must reign supreme even while our people are under attack. I'm sorry, that's not my outlook. That's not my outlook. When I saw the number of policemen versus the number of civilians, I started thinking about Black Hawk Down. Y'all remember that movie? Black Hawk Down? The battle for Mogadishu. I think it was a lesson in urban warfare. And so when I looked at a crowd of approximately 500 based on reportage and 15 police, and the only person who suffered casualty are the civilians, I asked myself, where are all of the ex-military men and women in this country to gather black people children and teach them something about self-defense? Where are all of the ex-military men and women in this country to gather black people's children and teach them about self-defense in situations like this? Instead of having them running helter-skelter, 500 of them against 15 police, and they're suffering the worst. Where are those who are trained to train the communities, the members of the communities, in self-defense? But we like that. He's a retired soldier. I was a bad man in the army. I've been in the jungle platoon, blah, blah, blah. Mountain massive. The government in Indo-Guyanese got sheriff and a whole long list of other security services, paramilitary groups. I'm telling you that. Where is the black man's defense? And where is the strategy for the black man's defense? I'm asking. Orlando Peters, dead already. Fortunately, dead already. We're going to cry, we cry. We're going to bury, we dead. But should life be returned to normal after you don't cry, you cry and bury you dead? Should there be peace eternal, as some families are calling for? When you don't cry, you cry and bury you dead. Should policing remain the same way? Should policing be allowed to continue in this manner? After you don't cry, you cry and bury you dead.
If you don't stand up for something, you're gonna lie down for everything or anything, and you're gonna lose your life for anything and everything. Your children will lose their lives for anything and everything, because it has been established in this society that the police can murder people's children with impunity. And you dare not protest because they can murder you too with impunity. Is that the society you want to live in? A coward dies 1,000 deaths. Are you going to continue to die 1,000 deaths while your children and grandchildren and your offspring are falling around you? Let me take you back into history. This was 2012. Where is it? This was 2012. When Londoners were exercising their right of protest against a planned government imposition in terms of increased electricity rates and other hardships on the people of London. This was 2012. There were 3 Londoners murdered on that fateful day. It took the coalition in government. It took the coalition in government to mete out some kind of justice to those families. And when the PPP went back into office, they did what they usually do, procrastinating on paying the just reward or award. Look at this back then. Hey, play, what's your problem? You want to play? You got the plans? All right, you want to play. You will play, trust me.
The shit. Because the people they want to light some fucking channel. I'm a bunner.
People cheering up on top of the banner. This year ain't ordinary. This ain't ordinary.
Tell him they come. Tell Vladimir they come behind.
Everybody is gonna get locked up. Everybody.
Together, buddy.
Who cares? Hey, you don't pet from here. Hey, you don't pet this thing. Don't pet from here.
Have you ever seen the
Hey, you gotta walk up here, boy. You gotta be strong in this struggle. You got to be strong in this struggle. Any driver?
That was the murder of one of the three in Linden, as occurred in 2012, because they were protesting. They were exercising their right of protest. Of note is the fact that live rounds were used in 2012 to murder those three young men. This is 2025.
Missiles are being heard. Sheriff, pull back, pull back. If you're seeing this live, this is the situation that's developing at Linden. Whoa. Missiles are being hurled. The police. Just excuse me, just. Whoa, whoa. Missiles are being hurled at the police. The police are standing guard and trying to get to a safe location so that you can see exactly what's happening.
This thing here, my man got a come, buddy.
Yeah.
This thing here going on too steady, and they got Kendall posing up and killing people in this place here.
Correct.
He killing people in this place, and they had a couple months ago, and suspension, I can think. They're bringing you out for this room. Since he come out, he going murdering people.
All right.
Yeah.
So the police are making attempts to.
You heard the complaint of the resident there. You also saw the actions of the residents. They were hurling stones, there's no doubt about that. Police are supposed to be trained to evade stones and to protect themselves when stones are being hurled. But under the PPP government in 2012, the response was live gunfire that resulted in the deaths of 3 persons. In 2025, under the PPP, the result was the use of live gunfire that resulted in the death of 1 protester. But under the coalition in 2020, this is what transpired. That's the wrong video I'm showing you, sorry. That was the wrong one. What I wanted to show you, I can spend some time looking for it, is when the police came on the talking about settlement. Because what transpired there was police suffering physical blows, cutlass, sticks, bricks, and everything. But they didn't shoot a single round, much less a live one. Not a single round did they shoot, much less a live round. But they can go to Linden and shoot live rounds. It says a lot to all of us in this society. It says a whole lot to all of us in this society, whether you want to accept it or not. In the eyes of the police high command, because they are the ones who give instructions, and the political bosses of the police, as New Hope's been, they are the ones who have to give instructions. The lives of Londoners, Black people, can't be as valuable as Bobbians in no guidance. Could people be like say, no? Murder them with like wrongs. And then we're going to send the president and whoever else there to go to appease this situation and promise them an investigation. In this instance, an investigation has been promised by the RSS, the Regional Security, whatever they call them. Y'all remember them before? When they used to investigate before, what did they come up with? Were you satisfied with the results of the investigations? But I certainly wasn't. And I'm putting my head on a block, as they said, not the document team, that they will come and they will bungle this one up again just to suit the PPP government and to pull wool over Black people's eyes. And you're going to accept it. Because sometimes, even in our own eyes, we don't value the lives of our children. Every time they carry and John could come and snuff out the life of our children, and we, the forgiving kind, consider peace reign. How much more of that we want? How much more are we going to accept? I have my thoughts on what should have been the outcome of Linden yesterday and today and days to come, but I'm not allowed to say it. Malkan asked the question, why you don't talk about the girl that Ronaldo allegedly raped? Since when rape is punishable, or alleged rape is punishable by extrajudicial killing? Are we back to the Wild Wild West? Are we down to jungle law? Even if there's an allegation of rape, which I don't condone rape. People know me, but don't talk this. Can't be people who know me. There are people who know me. People I talk with. Will always tell you that since a youngster, I've always said rape is one of the nastiest and darnest things to be accused of. And I have my opinions of what should be done to rapists. But it doesn't mean that you should summarily execute someone accused of rape. There's a process which ought to be gone through. The rapist, like any other accused, has a right to face his or her accuser. Not a police turning up and just shoot you and kill you because you're alleged to have raped someone. Can you describe me? You have people like you take me to places. How many of you have been accused of rape and incest in your own homes and communities, and you have not been murdered by anybody? How many of you? If that is what you're prescribing, then a lot of you should be dead by now. But y'all could come here and be hypocritical. The issue is not whether or not he was guilty of rape. The issue is that he was murdered by a law enforcement officer. Then your pedophile minister was accused of rape. The process worked according to some big politicians and legal representatives and so the process worked. He was allowed to engage the process. But because he's a black life, he's not entitled to the process. I've not been trained in policing, but I'm sure, I'm positive, that a man who's running away from me poses no threat to me. Not immediately. A man who's running away from me poses no immediate threat to me. And so Ronaldo running away from Sergeant Kendall and crew could not have been posing a threat to their lives. So his execution had to be premeditated. I wonder why. I wonder what the RSS will find. I wonder what they will report on. Up until now, the police have not been able to issue a statement, or I have not seen a statement from the police detailing the circumstances that necessitated the murder of Pogini. I've seen a video, a clip on social media of Pogini saying Israel has killed people. I tell you, you're going there too. I tell you from my heart, you're going there too. I saw that. But it says sticks and stones may break my bones, but words don't bother me at all. The issue is, and I'm asking it, were the police out there with strict instructions to murder Pogini on site? Is that why they went out there? Is that why they operated in the manner they operated? Murder Pogini on site because he's on social media threatening to, well, I can't remember he saying you're murder, he saying you're dead. Kendall, is there a rogue squad in London operating as police? Are they the dirty dozen? Oh, you predicted the death of one of our own? We can kill you before any one of ours died. Is that what the police did yesterday? Is that what the community is going to sit back and accept? With appeasement from the presidents? Then if that's what you're prepared to accept, then expect more of this. more of the same. But from where I sit, the tales, the stories, the atmosphere, the state should be different. As of 48 hours ago, 72 hours ago, should not be life as usual. But that's on you. That's on us. That's on all of those ex-military men and women who live in Linden. Because then there are a whole host of them. It's on them to recognize that they have a responsibility to empower their people, provide training to them for self-development, for self-protection, and the protection of their community. The lines are opened. 6225-933 is the number to call. Let me tell you that the WPA is going to be hosting a press conference at 11 hours today to address the situation in Linden. Do tune into CAMS TV. And let me also remind you at 3 o'clock today at the Education Lecture Theatre at the University of Guyana, there is an engagement with Brother Yusikwa, and it's called Storytelling 101. Storytelling 101 and groundings with Baba Yusikwa. Call you on.
Yes, good morning to you and all my other Black brothers and sisters in Guyana. First thing first, we're going to get there. And let me say these words. What this young politician in Canada that's always said, I am responsible for what I said, but not how you interpret it. I love those words. That is Flash Garden too. When I was always come out and said that my grandmother teach me for a little boy, beware of your Cody friends them. Because these are the things Cody love. Power, money, land, and he love to kill black man. And black man crucify me on this program because I just use them words. Jagan said, own the land, and you go own your country. The word country. But who live in the land? Human being. And who have the most land? Black man. And when me explain myself and said, oh, I believe, it mean own the land and you go own black people. If you have to kill them, kill them. If you have to punish them, punish them. That is my opinion. And I'm capable enough to tell the judge, yes, I mentioned those words because I'm living every day to see what the colored people them are done to black man. But black people enjoy it. Black people love punishment. Black people love the harassment. And most of all, they love colored people more than themselves. Is that why they're getting away with murder every day? And every election, the colored people them kill black man picnic. And we sleep on it. And next day, we move on. Where are Lincoln Lewis? Where are the union leaders them? The country supposed to shut down from this morning. No black man go to work. We keep saying over and over, black man, God bless black people with more power, more than any race. Nobody now believe Flash Garden. What black woman could make any color, any national baby in this world. Abraham's first son came from a servant. Black people not believe the word of God. God tell Flash Garden, put up the sword. You live by the sword, Flash Garden. You go dead by the sword. Perish me dead. Somebody could kill you. And we say it over and over. Jadio and Kuli people are live by the sword towards black people. Jadio and Kuli people, majority of them living by fire toward black people, and black people living by sympathy and love and water. What are we doing for ourselves and for the young people? When we object to that nonsense, what a two-faced mayor did, that Cody boy mayor did, with that criminal, we get sanctioned from United States government, because some young Cody, some little black little children, nighttime boys, for protest nonsense nighttime. Nobody pay plus God in no mind. We all only waiting for program and program and program. But we get in the teaching and the beating, but we not demonstrate the teaching. We're not doing it. And if I don't look sharp, the Cody man will go back in power. And them done said them will rule 50 years. Remember the Cody man them said, big money coming in 2027. And Cody love money and power. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for your call. The lines remain open 622-5923 is the number to call you. Tune to the Guyanese Morning Team. Caller, you're on. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. With the deepest sympathy to how goes out to these martyrs once again in Linden. First, I must start by saying, look what the Chief Justice that ruled the other day in the PPP favor, and the uncladded Singh and others cast on this nation. And how many more we're gonna wait to see? That you have 2 or 3 or 4 Indians that get this country in chaos, and all the armed forces is African. Aren't we gonna sit down and let our blood run in the street? When these guys in the bunker and get black people killing out one another, the Indian guy that Suku that never hold responsible for saying that what we so effing stupid, INC is black killing out black, is a reoccurrence going on in our society. There's no ending to this massacre that is going on. Something going on all and on and on and on, and people just relax and taking it. Well, they get the whole saying, you hurt me, I hurt you back. And we must not sit down, because if we wait, it would be more terrible. And we got to retaliate. We got to stand up and fight, because this would never end if we don't put a end to it. There's my take for this morning. You have a blessed day and continue good work on this program.
Caller, you're on.
First of all, let me say that my condolences to the family, relatives, and friends of the deceased black brothers that unfortunately was cut down by the PPP. Let me say the PPP, because all the actions of the police is because of the direction from the top, and the top is the PPP. And thing. Something that I noticed and especially with a lot of people that were coming on the program to vent the feelings or to give the comments and things. A lot of time I noticed that is the normal black ghetto poor people them that demonstrating and that kind of thing getting the views down. You understand? And we people doing we own people are kind of distorted by just bashing these people who are crying out for help, who are crying out for leadership and things. We feel, some of us feel that leadership is that this is your leader and you got to follow him. You got to follow the leader. When you ain't even seeing the leader for follow, you don't get to know kind of like no upliftment, no word of encouragement, no proper, sit down and lecturing and them kind of thing. But we gonna get, but every time you hear somebody come on, they have to call down. And the thing about it, brother, that is we own black people coming on and using down all black people stupid out. Yesterday here, brother Flash Kyle, black people they really right for call them jackass because them and this and them and that. You're doing nothing. We are holding we leaders them accountable. We holding them to the fire. And the ghetto people them crying out for help. Ghetto people just live a kind of way day to day. That's how the ghetto just live day to day. You got to be with them. You got to help them come out of the situation. We just want to expect that they don't jump up just up and walk out of the situation because we never go in it. We never there in the kind of situation. That's why you find some brothers as, like Uncle Flash and them. I could understand Uncle Flash passion and feelings and them kind of thing. But sometimes you got to check and see why these people got to go on, why they go on. Them are just choosing for just neglect them own black leaders for other people. Them is not the and thing. We got to see this thing the right way. We got to balance it. Them are always wrong. And that's why we getting it right up to now because we always putting the blame on the people them for not standing up. When they stand up and they get shoot down and this and that, nobody and then to give them the representation. But if we get strong leadership, the leadership is going to be the force, going to be the fencing for the black people them that crying out, for the low class, for the poor people them that crying out. They know that they got somebody bracing them when they're going to have to stand up for when the feelings and things. So we got to get it right. We got to get it right. The leaders them got to be on the ground and got to be not just come up visit and go. Got to be there all the time. All the time. You see them Indian band, them since you see them make two cry out what is happening about the Gaddafi. It's ministers and presidents and them this week because them want to get down. When we cry, we got to keep crying all the time. Up to now, me see brother Nark. Up to now, me see the eager for no wife. But this how it is. And this is strong, this is barn tongue happening. Now we see that.
Father, for my information, just for the sake of educating you, I understand Norton is not in the country.
Well, my apology. I just tell you I did. Okay, fine. Sorry, well, my apology, my humblest. But but this is what going on. The people need leadership. This is the hard. The people need good leadership. But thanks for the correction, though. My apology. Thank you so much for your time.
You know, it's funny. Because when they were calling for leadership, they didn't call for Norton, they called for Mohammed. Anyways, carry on. Good morning.
Grand Rise.
Caller, you are on.
Grand Rise. There's a lot of things going on right now in this country that you really gotta be serious for. I mean, there's how black people deal with sympathy. There's how we live. There's the core we existence. You cite me. But there's too much divide within we country and we society. Among we, this was causing so much of distraction among we people. You cite? It does hurt me heart every day when I see certain things manifesting among we people. What the other day when they once destroy the marketplace? I'll either go there and share out money to these people who are the Pylori stand. They coming in we community and destroying we people and doing so much disrespectful thing to we people. And the thing is that I just want to know why we people ain't seeing it, because the people them who holding these arms are coming for hard their own people. Is we always it something in this food? Where is it going on with we people? It's something in this vaccine that these people sharing out to the police force and the doctors, them first ones that bring it in this country. Is what really going on with we people? These people targeting we people is as this thing designed, this thing happening by design. Something is wrong, and something we medical people that is always really gotta look into these things, because there's a lot of things that going on in this country that we can't explain. Just of a sudden, just so many bloodshed that going on in this place, some accident on the road. People gotta wake up and people gotta come together and fast. Sometimes I want to say this thing is not about black people alone, because we alone can't do it. Everything's stuck against us. Sometimes you find that, well, you're running into this and feel, well, it's your own that you're going to, sometimes strangers is who's look out for you. We got to get unity among ourselves and we people, them, the whole existence of Guyana. Yes, right? And as a people, if it's still we come together as one in this country, it's going to be terrible. I mean, we could say black people for black people, Indian for Indian, Amerindian for Amerindian, but to the end of the day, everybody's suffering from a single government who want to feel that they're looking out for their own. And we ain't want them thing in this country. This island is for everybody, this resources for everybody breathing the air free. Nobody paying for this bread that we breathe in, buddy. Nobody paying for the thing that coming out from the earth. Everybody's supposed to get this thing equal. Why that this thing being so one-sided? Everything stuck against us. Why is these things going on? Why the police force can't come and settle it? When you look, you see you black brother with hurting the heart for what man face. And then you gonna come with your arms to say, but you hurting people again. Something wrong with the food that these people eating. I don't think it's the teaching. It's something in these people meal that these people dealing with. Thank you.
Good morning.
Pleasant good morning, Mr. Sadaki. Let me join with my fellow Guyanese brothers and sisters in offering condolences to the two forces who were slain in them, with families, right? My sympathy goes up to them. It was unfortunate. It should not have happened. If that's been done, that should not have, that should have still be here, right? These things, despite our history, we don't learn from our history. If we don't learn from our history, these things continue to happen, right? Despite, and words, we believe too much in words. Now, when they every time you have these extrajudicial killings, these unfortunate extrajudicial killings, the head state always say, there's one paragraph they always use, one couple sentence. No stone will be left unturned. There will be a proper investigation, independent investigation. No stone will be left unturned. You don't bring in the RSS. You always say it is one thing over and over and over. But that will not solve the problem. Because trust me, it will happen again. It will happen again. We have this situation. If we can resolve the Henry Bice incident, and if we can resolve the Henry Bice incident, it will not be a satisfactory end, because up to now, up to all these years, and let me say, people forget. I'm not talking about the government. People let them forget about these Henry Bice. People let them forget about them. They're gone into they'll be forgotten. Nobody don't talk about them anymore, right? I put all the blame all the blame I put squarely at the feet of the parliamentary opposition. This is where my blame is. The government have absolutely no respect for the parliamentary opposition. I'm not speaking about the opposition people like yourself and David Hines and these people. These people are working, these people are trying. But they're not being paid by the state. The state didn't vote, they didn't give them any vote. The people didn't give them any vote as their elected representative. The elected representative are those that inside that building, that parliamentary building, that building that they don't want to go back in Activism Street. I don't know why they're not going back in Activism Street, but I don't know. But they're just there for the show. And the amount of disrespect I have been seen to the parliamentary opposition by the government, by the speaker. So if they are not standing up for themselves in the parliament, how they don't stand up for the people that vote for them, how much ever vote they would have collected. But they're in there. The fact is that they're in there. So many things happening, and this, imagine Mohammed come and be more famous than these people who you vote for. To show you that the people are in desperate need of leadership, and they're cleaning out to Mohammed. The fact that they're cleaning out to Mohammed is evidence of testimony that they're in dire need of inspirational leadership, not press conference leadership, not press statement leadership. Inspirational leadership where the government is going to respect, where the government sit down to do their program. They will say, okay, the first person we invite is the leader of the opposition. There is a respect that the opposition has to get. The fact that they don't invite these people to nothing is to show you they have, and then come back and say, but they have to be apology. What apology? It is deliberate that they're not going to have time with them. So the blame is on, and right now, when they're supposed to be in a state of unity,
Oh, got you there. Hello. Yeah, the devil is a liar. All right, so there was blackout and there is still blackout, and we're trying to resolve our difficulties, and seems as though we're getting it done now. So if I get Mr. Jordan now again. Mr. Jordan. Mr. Jordan. All right, yes. So we are hearing, we are hearing, you can go ahead. Thank you for your patience. Yes, Mr. Jordan. They didn't hear you at all. So it's best to open as if we open it. I know.
Mr. Jordan, I'm only suggesting we cancel this show. Viewers are saying that your volume is low, and so I don't want us to waste our energy. All right. Tomorrow will be fine by me. Tomorrow is Free Talk Friday, but we'll do tomorrow. Thank you. Good. So viewers, that's a wrap. We can't keep starting over. We can't keep starting over. We have our own difficulties. That is what happens when blackout catches you in the middle of. So rearrange everything. It takes time, and when you rush it, you just don't get it properly. Right? And so let us not put ourselves out. Sometimes you just have to go with the flow, roll with the punches. And today seems to be one of those days. And let us go with the flow, roll with the punches. Yes. Every day is fishing day. Every day is not a catching day, they say. So today we ain't gonna catch because of the current situation. So y'all have a good day. Much love. Mr. John is going to be on tomorrow, so you won't lose anything really. We've lost some time already for the morning. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.